Oh my! Hi YouTube, how are you? It's Bobby Valley from Bobby Valley Projects Etsy shop. You can go to www.etsy.com / Bobby Valley Projects, or you can type in bobbyvalleyprojects.etsy.com. Either or, both links work. Okay, so today on Bobby Valley, I have to talk about a couple different things. I should not speak in past tense when it's the present. So, first things first. I need 2 pair because I need more than one. What? Look at this come up. I was walking down the street in Beacon, New York. Thanks, Hudson Valley. I love it here. And I came up on these 2 pair of vintage shoe trees. Now, at first, I thought they were just shoe horns, but shoe horns are a specific item. Shoe trees are quite another. As you see, it bends. And they are, would this be robin's egg blue? I want to say turquoise because I say everything is turquoise, but these are more robin's egg blue. So, that's right. That was the sound of them falling on the floor. But that's okay. You may say, Bobby, what are you wearing? Because you probably just saw my Mickey Mouse hat. This is my favorite hat of all time. Vintage silk scarf, vintage Givenchy for Saks Fifth Avenue top, and vintage Reebok tank top situation. So, you may say, how do shoe trees work? Well, I'll show you on my vintage YSLs. Why not? These are my vintage East St. Laurent. You put it in here, and then you would bend it back, and it would keep your shoe shaped. And look how beautiful that looks. Doesn't it look gorgeous? And it keeps your shoes in shape. So that's shoe number 1. This is shoe number 2. So you just, again, you would slide it in, bend, watch how easy it is, right? Bend and push in. So these are vintage metal shoe trees, not shoe horns, shoe trees. So exciting. I have 2 pair. I have not decided what other pair are jazzy enough to hold shoe trees, but definitely first pick my vintage, my vintage YSL brown suede pumps. Perfect for autumn and winter. Spring if it's cold enough, but anyways, shoe trees. So excited about that. Also, last time on Bobby Valley Projects, we talked about my lenses. Not contact lenses, silly. Not my frames, no, which are amazing. My lenses, my loupes. Now, you may say, Bobby, loupes, plural, and I'll say yes. I got a pair because of... Oh, so funny. 2 of everything. That's just the lifestyle. So, 1, 2. Vintage magnifiers, okay? This is part of my mobile office. Have it at all times. See, I've got my jewelry. I would just look like this. Look for markings. 925 to see if it's sterling silver. I'm marking that it's gold. These are Maisel. We'll have to, wait, what? Naper? Exactly. It gets difficult at times, but these are for looking for signatures, identifying marks on items that I find in my travels. So I love these. Part of my mobile office. Mobile office. You need to have your measurements down. So, another thing, you may say, does this girl wrap her hair all the time? And I'll say, no, silly. I don't wrap my hair all the time, but today I did manage to treat myself a little bit, as usual, to an herbal hair rinse. And I've always used these herbs loose, and I just put them in my jar and da-da-da-da. But since I'm selling them at Bobby Valley Projects, I said, Bobby, what's that? Oh, it's nothing. It's just herbal rinses of burdock, oat straw, nettle leaf, calendula, and horsetail. What? That's my mix number 1. So, I used my own product just so I could have my own review, because nothing like first person, right? Especially in narration. So, this is the Bobby Valley Projects Herbal Hair Rinse number 1. It comes in an Abaca fiber unbleached bag. That's right, organic herbs in a biodegradable bag. That is so jazzy. So, I took my tea bag last night. No, yesterday morning. I take that back. Yesterday morning. I wake up very early, around 5 a.m., 5:30. So around that time, I put my tea bag in my mason jar, boiled about 8 to 10 ounces of distilled water, poured it over my tea bag, capped it tightly, and I let it sit till this morning at 5 a.m. When I woke up, I strained it. And usually, because I'm using loose herbs, I use cheesecloth, but I had it in a tea bag. What if it tore? What if it broke? That's why I suggest using the strainer underneath your tea bag. But guess what? I squeezed it pretty tight and it did not break. I was also worried that the adhesive would loosen during the process of infusion. Thank you. Thank you. During the process of infusion. That did not happen. So I'm very pleased also with my purchase from, okay, all right, Mountain Sage. I'm going to have to look that up. I feel so bad right now. I'm going to have to edit this part out. Okay, so anyways, whoa, that was the sound of Etsy going off. Just had a sale. So lucky. You may say, Bobby, what do you do at Bobby Valley Projects? Well, I jam. I jam all the time. I've got a crazy sound system. We'll do a piece on that later. But to start my day, I love my Stevie Wonder Jungle Fever soundtrack cassette. Cassette? Yes, I have a double cassette deck. It's a Techniques. Side A, number 1, track 1 is Fun Day. If you don't know Fun Day by Stevie Wonder, I suggest you go look it up. It is a beautiful song. It's very exciting. Great way to start my day. So you also may say, Bobby, what? Stevie Wonder cassette tapes? Yes, Stevie Wonder cassette tapes, plural. Not 1, not 2, but 3. I think I have another one floating around. But I have, are you ready for this? Songs in the Key of Life on cassette tape. And I also have Talking Book on cassette tape. So that's very exciting. I think I had maybe one more item to talk about today, and that is Goodreads.com. I love it. It's so exciting. I like to look up books, look at reviews, da-da-da-da. And I think Goodreads is a quality website. I don't feel that it's, cheesy or a little over the top. Hey, what a deal. I can't deal with that type of online book, literary type of deal. But I went on there today, and I was looking at James Baldwin, because I love James Baldwin. And when you type in a book title, it'll show you the book cover, and then it'll say other editions, and there'll be Etsy going off. Oh my goodness, so exciting. Anyways, there'll be other editions, and so I didn't see my edition, so I had to add it, and I hope Goodreads adds my edition, because this was printed in the UK. It's the Corgi edition, and it looks similar to one here with these figures, but this is new. The window panel's new, and so exciting. Giovanni's Room. Transworld Publishers, London. Corgi edition. Printing history. Corgi edition published 1963. Original copyright James Baldwin, 1956. So, 1963 copy of Giovanni's Room. The cover design is hectic, but the pièce de résistance is the back portrait of James Baldwin. James Baldwin. Look how he takes his photo. It blew me away when I saw this. And if I need to write a book, and I need to write several, I need something as striking. This is just an amazing photograph. Black and white, it's beautiful. That's the last object of Bobby Valley. No, it's not. I did an herbal rinse. Okay, so I steeped the herbs, strained out the herbs, squeezed the tea bag over the metal strainer, took the infusion, and you know what I did? I did a little lock treatment. For those of you who do it, you know what I'm talking about. For those that don't know, I'll tell you. Lock method is when you apply a liquid, oil, and then a cream moisturizer on your hair. So, for my liquid, sometimes I use a different leave-in conditioner, but lately, as my liquid, I'm using my herbal infusion rinse. I do not rinse it out. I just leave it in. After that, I tried a new supercharged oil. That's right, because what the heck? I'm like a hair chemist. It's so much fun. I love it so much. So I took like every herbal oil that I've created thus far and combined them into one supercharged oil. That includes an argan oil infused with burdock, horsetail, and nettle, a coconut oil infused with chamomile, a coconut oil infused with nettle leaf, kukui nut oil infused with burdock, horsetail, nettle, and chamomile. And yes, 4 oils and a little bit more of my chamomile calendula oil, because even though I had a lot of overlap here, I did not have any calendula, and I love calendula flowers. So added the calendula chamomile oil. Most of my oils have a carrier base of argan oil, macadamia nut oil, and sweet almond oil. So imagine sweet almond, macadamia nut, argan, and coconut oil all jamming with a little kukui, all those wonderful herbs, and that was my oil of choice for my lock treatment today. To finish up, I used my amazing, that I love, I've been using it for like a year and a half, moisturizer that I make up with Aubrey Organics Honeysuckle Rose Conditioner, Kinky Curly Not Today, and then my choice of herbal oils. In the summer, I add vegetable glycerin. In the winter, I really skip that step because it can draw moisture from your hair, not into your hair. Anyways, so excited to share this with you today. Again, Twitter, Bobby_Valley, and Tumblr page, hashtag Bobby Valley Projects is www.bobbyvalleyprojects.tumblr.com. I'll get this under my belt eventually. Oh, man. Anyways, you can also check out my Bobby Valley Etsy shop, www.bobbyvalleyprojects.etsy.com. I'll put all the links at the end of this video, and probably a couple things about my slip-ups today. Flustered. Give me a minute. All right. Have a nice day. Good seeing you, YouTube. Peace.